After raising her children to adulthood and seeing them happily married, Shri Mataji had fulfilled her responsibilities as a mother and a householder, and was prepared to embark upon her true life's work, the emancipation of humanity. Having been invited to the ashram of a prominent local guru in 1970, she was shocked to see him looting people in the name of spirituality. Suddenly aware that the seekers everywhere were in danger from this future trend, Shri Mataji searched deep within herself for a solution. She spent the entire night on the seashore contemplating. And in the early hours of the morning, disgust with the falsehood she had witnessed and compassion for her children everywhere forced her to act. She meditated upon the Sahasrara, the energy center on the crown of the head, and prayed that all the seekers of truth would eventually receive their enlightenment and bring about the dawning of collective consciousness in humanity. She describes this historic event.
As soon as Sahasrara was open, the whole atmosphere was filled with tremendous Chaitanya. And there was tremendous light in the sky. And the whole thing came on this earth as if a torrential rain or a waterfall with such a tremendous force, as if I was unaware and got stupefied. The happening was so unexpected and so tremendous that I was stunned and I became completely silent at its grandeur. I saw the primordial Kundalini rising like a big furnace, and the furnace was very silent but burning appearance it had, as if you heat up some metal and it has many colors. In the same way, the Kundalini showed up like a huge furnace, which is like a tunnel, where you see these plants you have for coal burning to create electricity. And it stretched like a telescope, one after another came out, like that. And the deities came and sat on their seats, on their golden seats. And then they lifted the whole of the head like a big dome and opened it. And then this torrential rain completely drenched me. And I started seeing all that and got lost into the joy. It was like an artist seeing its own creation fulfilled. I felt the joy of great fulfillment.
After emerging from this beautiful experience, Shri Mataji looked around and saw the blindness of human beings, and she became absolutely silent. She desired that everyone should attain their self-realization in order that their eyes could be opened. Her vision for humanity had come into focus and was beginning to unfold.
Good evening, everyone. Lovely to be with you. Now, if you have a bucket with you, we'll raise our Kundalini, place our feet in our buckets after vibrating them nicely. And it was very nice on Wednesday when we were sharing whatever we were feeling on our hands, and we collectively cleared those. So if you would like to do that again tonight, let's do that. So feel free to use the chat to suggest something to clear out. We'll do that. I've got a whole lot of things lined up, so hopefully I'll have something for whatever you can mention, but feel free to say something surprising. That's also good. And of course, we will continue the last 12 or so minutes of the lovely Sahasrara talk that we've been listening to this week, which is from 1988, Sahasrara Puja, How It Was Decided. So we'll finish off with that at the end. But also after our Futsog, let's do some bandhans for issues in our country that are in need of a bandhan. For instance, from Australia, we've got violence in the family that we would like to give a bandhan to. So likewise, if there's something happening in your world, then maybe we can all give a bandhan for that as well. So feel free to pop your feet in your bucket if you haven't already done so. And let's just take our attention inside. A few deep breaths. Just with our right hand, let's raise our Kundalini through the central channel up to the Sahasrara 2 or 3 times. And let's just press down with the palms of our hand on the Sahasrara, rotating it nicely. We can even ask Shri Mataji to please strengthen my self-realization. Please establish my thoughtless awareness, my doubtless awareness. Just raising that right hand up. Let's see if you can feel that Kundalini. And taking our 2 hands at the level of our heart. Let's just give them a little rub and then just see what we're feeling. Maybe one hand's heavier, falling down a bit. Yes, Vaishali, thank you. Well, let's work on Agya Chakra. We will definitely do that. What about the 2 hands? I'm feeling right hand a bit heavier than the left. So let's start with clearing the 2 channels. So we can bend the left hand up, fingers pointing up to the sky, right hand towards Shri Mataji's photograph. We can ask Shri Mataji, please absorb all the heat and overactivity from my right side. Anyone feeling the left hand heavier? Let's clear the left one as well. Placing the right hand down towards the earth or on the earth if you're sitting down on the earth. The left hand towards Shri Mataji's photograph. We'll ask her, Shri Mataji, please clear my left side. all my habits, all my emotions, anything from the past that's dragging me down. Let's just bring our two hands back again and see how they are now. Feeling nice for me. Anything else anyone want to work on? Or we'll go straight to the Agya otherwise. Yes, Patricia, let's do that as well. Any Swadhisthans happening anywhere? All right, I'm feeling it would be good to just massage the two Swadhisthans. So taking our two hands at the back, just sweeping down over the legs and into the bucket a couple of times. Feels good. Let's do that again. We could also say the mantra of Shri Chitta if we put our left hand onto our right Swadhisthana. Okay, this is for me. So let's say the mantra together to Shri Chitta. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Chitta Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Feels better. Just with our right hand, rotate around the nabi, now void area. A few deep breaths as we go up to the heart. Let's go up to the Vishuddhi. Let's just give a little massage with our right hand on the left Vishuddhi. You can say the affirmation that I am not guilty. I'm the pure spirit and I'm not guilty. Mother, let me face my mistakes and rectify them. Let me not fall into the falsehood of guilt. And we can say the mantra of Sri Vishnu Maya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnu Maya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's do the right Vishuddhi with the left hand. Ask Shri Mataji, please give me the sweetness of your words, not my words. Just really getting into that shoulder with your fingers. We can say the mantra of Sri Vittala Rukmini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vittala Rukmini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And then with our right hand on our center Vishuddhi, we can ask for the witness power. Shri Mataji, please make me the witness. Let me not react, but see the witness, see the drama of life and not react. We can say the mantra of Sri Radha Krishna. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Radha Krishna Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And coming up to the Agya, resting our forehead in the palm of our hand. Let's say the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Just give it a little bandhan with your right hand. And of course, the affirmation that I forgive everyone, and I forgive myself. And again, let's press the palm of our hand on the Sahasrara, just giving a massage by rotating the scalp in the clockwise direction. Mother, please let me be in the lotus of the Sahasrara, of the 1,000 petals, with all the deities in doubtless awareness. Let me be in the ocean of divine love. Let's just raise our hand up and see if you can feel it nice and cool and clear. Let's just take our hands again. See if everything's feeling fine. So let's just rinse our feet. Take them out of our bucket. Just keeping the bucket to one side. Let's just meditate for a few moments before we move on in that lovely lotus of 1,000 petals. So let's just give a few bandhans before we move on. So the first one I'm suggesting is the negativity affecting the relationships within families, which is causing violence in families. Actually, there's a lot of violence in families in Australia, apparently. So this is the violence and negativity affecting families. Actually, there's a lot of demonstrations going on in the universities, and they're getting quite violent, and it's against the violence. So it's the violence doesn't actually cancel out the violence. So how can we put that? So the negativity and violence in society. Let's give abundant to that. I guess everybody needs to find the love somewhere, somehow. Feels cooler. Any more suggestions? Would love to have your suggestions. Yes, Rita, very good. Undone 4, the Global Plastic Treaty to pass. Very, very required. So everyone can see that in the chat there. Rita's posted the Guardian article regarding the plastic pollution. Okay, great. Patricia, Ukraine, of course, the 2 years it's been now where the war has been going on there. So the Ukraine situation. And Russia. Gosh, it doesn't go cold, does it? The Ukraine situation is just not cooling down. I mean, the weather goes cold, but the vibes are not going cold. We'll do our best. Oh, great, Rita. The Indian elections. All right. Thank you, everyone, for your attention on these issues, and keep them in mind for next week as well. We might ask you again. So we'll continue on with our lovely talk that we've been hearing this week, and then we'll have some more meditation after that as well.
Because they have a continuous supply of energy, which you can also have. The importance given to your ascent is very little, I think, compared to the growth of 18 years. You know, in the Western countries, after 18 years, you are regarded as adults. No more children. You all have become now adults. Adults, all right. I don't know how far you have grown. I don't know really. You are still big babies or you have really achieved that state of adulthood. And there at that time you are given lots of concessions and freedoms and rights. You have already all rights. If you want to go to heaven, you can go. If you want to go to hell, you can go. All freedom. No problem on that. But the adults are those who have discretion, who know what is the purpose of their life, who can do anything to achieve that purpose, who have powers to fight and understand. While I find people who are even grown-up people in Sahaja Yoga behave in such a manner that you are surprised. How do you get impressed by superficial people? By superficiality. If somebody is very sweet to talk, doesn't mean that person is good. That person is divine, doesn't. On the contrary, a divine person is never that sweet that you get sick of that sweetness. It has to keep both the reins in the hand. Yes, freedom, all right. The accelerator, all right. Also the brake. But you always like a person who pampers your ego, says something very sweet. What does it take to say sweet these days? People are training them in that kind of an artificiality. You must judge a person on their vibrations. But as it is, because you are superficial, you cannot feel the vibrations. You pay attention to people who are nonsensical. Now accept one thing at that point, that you have to still mature. That you don't accept, then your ego comes up, oh God. Or you feel guilty. How will you progress there? Only thing you have to do is to get into the boat, that's all, fully. But here you put your foot in the mouth of a crocodile, all right? If you take it out from there in the mouth of a shark, and the boat is pulling you, which way you stand? But the worst are human sharks and crocodiles, because they never show you their teeth. They never show you their eyes. They cover themselves with such deceitful appearances, such dubious behavior that you can't see them unless and until you are a realized soul. So now here we go further in our adulthood. And a woman who is brought up properly in her adulthood develops her shyness, her shame. her sense of chastity. As a child, she didn't know all that. But here the other way now. As soon as they become adult, they go amok. Boys become vagabonds. When it is adulthood, it never happens with animals. I don't know what is this. But we are Sahaja Yogis. And we have our Sahaj culture. We live with our culture, proud of it, and this is our religion. We have our pure religion on which we thrive. We're not going to change. Ourselves, we are going to change the whole world. We have a culture of our own. We are going to behave in that manner, which is going to change the whole world. This is our responsibility. You are chosen for this work. You are the real chosen one. You are the real pure ones. You are the ones who have established the Khalistan. Be aware of it, of your responsibilities. Be aware of your powers. The greatest power that you have is of divine love, not the stupid love that blinds you and that you fall in love, but you rise in love. The way we talk, the way we walk, the way we live, the way we behave, everything has to be Sahaj. And it is such a real, living culture of beautiful people in the world. We see in the animals, in the birds we see a swan. Is described among animals, the elephant, which has the wisdom, the swan that knows how to separate water from milk. Then among human beings, Sahaja Yogis. Today, in these modern times, I think by the time it is 21 years, we'll be all very well established, matured, wonderful Sahaja Yogis, pulling out this mad world from its ignorance and from its mind. We'll be that powerful people of love, of understanding, of discretion, and of humility. I would like to see those days in my lifetime. I hope you will give me full assistance. You have to know there's only one point was fixed in this meeting of the Devas. And that I cannot overcome. They said, we'll tolerate any nonsense because they are coming from ignorance. But anybody who doesn't love you, anybody who insults you, anybody who takes advantage of you, anybody who exploits you, anybody who shows lack of protocol, anybody who doesn't recognize you, we'll hit them hard. And that permission you must give us. Otherwise, we are not for this work. They formed a union against me. And I had to give in. I'm very careful. I tell you, don't touch me. Be careful. Some people just try to put my sari right. You're not to do. Don't have to do that. Don't play with my money. Don't take my hospitality. Be careful. I tell you, as much as I can. And this is what it is. One side is Mahamaya, another side is deities, and poor Sahaja Yogis in between. I sympathize with you. I know. But you better be careful. It's a research, I think. of course. But otherwise, it's wonderful. If these two things, if you know, that this is Mahamaya, and that the deities are around, sitting now here, all of them, peering into you, all of them, judging you, having a big meeting there, who is who, where is the attention of this gentleman, where is he looking, what is he doing? They're all sitting here. But at the same time they have flowers, divine blessings, and all the angels are just going around. I can see them. Your cameras can catch them. We've got photographs, so we'll show you all of them sitting. And it's already predicted that the whole world will come down at the lotus feet of your mother, and that you will decide the future of this world. It's written already 14,000 years back, and there's another one who's prophesizing the same. So you have to be aware. Where is your attention? What are we worried about? Where are we spending our time? Leave your children to me. Leave your families to me. You can only keep your purse. But the rest of it, you can leave all your headaches to me. But don't play tricks with me. Mahamaya knows all your tricks, everything, in and out. If I want to know, I can know each and everything about you. I don't want to know. Under these circumstances, we are supported, looked after, managed, taken to reality so easily, so much, with care. You tell me, Mother, suddenly I went there, and what do I find? Sahaja is sitting there. And we wanted to know someone. He was just there. How was it? You are assisted. Here these prime ministers have only 5-6 bodyguards. You have millions and millions, each one of you, with you. Nobody can touch you except for you can harm yourself, that's all. Nobody can harm. So today, again a day of great determination and taking a vow that for us our ascent is the only concern, is the only idea, nothing else. And it will work out. All the rest will be taken care of. We have all the mechanics to do that. But first, give it to the mechanics to work out. All will work in a reflex action. Clear. Clear out your chakras. Don't say I have this, I have that. Just clear out. How dare I have all these problems? How dare I have all these chakras still lingering? Clear out. Morning, evening, clear out. I'm sure it will work out. Next year, I hope I'll have some good news. May God bless you.
So we just have a couple more bandhans. Thank you, Sabarish. Before we have our concluding concert. So we've got the end of war. Nice one, Sabarish. End of war. Then we've got reduce inflation. I could add to that and say reduce materialism and inflation. And last but not least, global peace. Thank you, Shri Mataji. Putting our two hands together, bow our heads for this lovely time together. Finish by raising our Kundalini. And our Bandhan. And we'll leave you with that lovely violin concert for Shri Mataji by Dr. Rajam. And I hope you enjoy and look forward to seeing you on Monday. Thank you, everyone.